4,
Emotional
3,
breakdown.
2, 1.
Have fun.
Put everything down and crank your speakers up.
It's time for
The Realest Podcast.
Oh yeah!
We got us a new world champion! And what is going on, guys? You're listening to the Realest Podcast, and welcome to March 28th, 2017 Smackdown Live's Go Home Show for Wrestlemania. I'm joined by Andrew Bass, as always. Man, what a Go Home Show tonight. That is a Go Home Show.
See, it's always Smackdown. You know, it was such a great show. Such an amazing show. I mean, especially that promo with The Miz. I mean, outstanding.
Oh, man, that whole John Cena Miz in general was outstanding. I mean, that's not PG.
No, not at all. Not the way they were presenting it.
I mean, they said bullshit, they said pussy, they said ass. I mean, it was so good that I called you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're pushing it as much to the limits as they possibly can, and it's definitely paying off. For whatever, trouble they might get in, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's if they get in trouble. It'd be funny if they did, though.
Yeah, you said a bunch of offensive things on the air. We're going to need you to not do that anymore.
We got one in the chat. Michael Andrew says John and The Miz were absolutely, he just says they were amazing tonight. Yes, they were.
Honestly, if you think about it, really, I mean, aside from the feud with AJ Styles, this is probably the most exciting thing John Cena has been involved with in a long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. I
haven't been excited for The Miz and John Cena until the first week they started promoting it. I was like, oh man, they're going to do a thing with Miz and John Cena? Come on, that's just stupid. Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? This has actually turned out to be a really good feud.
Yeah, it has. It's actually, I remember a few weeks ago saying, oh God, here we go, to I'm ready. I am ready. We also learned that the SmackDown Live Women's Championship will be on the pre-show. So, the group of women that do deserve to be on the main card are getting put on the kickoff show.
Wait, so they changed the kickoff show again? Because they said the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial is going to be on the kickoff show. Then they said that the Cruiserweight Championship is going to be on the Cruiserweight.
There's going to be 3 matches on the kickoff show.
Ew.
Yeah.
Man, that's a shame. I feel bad for those women, too, because they earned it.
They really have. And also learning today that the Raw Tag Team Championship will be on the line with a triple threat ladder match.
Well, I mean, they always have a ladder match, and especially after Monday, It's not that much of a surprise.
Michael Andrews also says, I am honestly excited for every match at WrestleMania. Anybody want what I'm on? I agree to a certain extent. I've seen a lot of people hate on WrestleMania. I've been on one to say, man, WrestleMania is just, it had so much potential to be great, and now we're looking at it, to be okay. I'm honestly, truthfully, I think WrestleMania can be amazing. Shane and AJ is being built up really good. The mixed tag team between Miz and John Cena, Maurice, and Nikki Bella is being built up amazingly. Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton is good. The only negative thing I will have to say, there's 2 negatives. I am not a fan of the Raw Women's Championship, and I'm not a fan of the Universal Championship. I think Undertaker and Roman Reigns can be good. I think it will be good. There's no can. I think that'll be good. God, I'm trying to think of all the matches. There's so many damn matches. Seth Rollins and Triple H is going to be fantastic. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho is going to be good. I mean, there isn't anything negative to look at that I can think of.
No, it's really just the way they present the show. Like, what order is the card going to be shown? How these matches are going to go across. Really, that's going to be the determining factor. It's not really the matches themselves that are gonna cause a lot of problems.
Right, and again, I'm not a fan of championships being on the kickoff show. I'm not, but there's not any matches that aren't important. In all honesty, the three matches that are on the kickoff show are the least important matches, excluding the kickoff show or the SmackDown Women's Championship. But that's it for me. It's the only one. I mean, there's so many damn matches, I can't think of anything. I could have seen, I am disappointed that the SmackDown Championship isn't going to be. Oh yeah, Baron and Dean. I forgot all about them. That's going to be good. Is there any stipulations to that match, or is it still just a normal one-on-one?
As far as I know, it's a normal one-on-one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to make that like a Street Fighter and no holds barred match.
That's what Michael Andrews just said in the chat. He said, "Looking forward to Baron and Dean the most. Wouldn't be shocked if they switched it to do a no DQ last minute. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think that they need to do that.
And plus, it would make up for the whole Dean and Brock match where they, didn't get extreme enough at all.
I mean, it was a chairs match.
Yeah, essentially.
Your favorite match, Andrew?
I hate the chairs match.
Every time there's a chairs match, Andrew texts me and says, "Thank God, I love chairs matches."
Mm-hmm. Absolutely love them. Well, I mean, I'm my favorite match. I think hands down has to be the ladder match. So I mean, it's exciting that we're at least getting one ladder match. I thought it would have been, something different though. I thought they would have tried it with a different, like a different thing. Like I honestly wouldn't have been taken back if they decided to put the women in a ladder match at Mania. I mean, that would have been huge.
Yeah.
Instead, we're getting like an elimination 6-pack challenge or whatever it is.
I mean, we're getting an elimination fatal 4-way, an elimination everybody on the roster.
Yeah, it's like Survivor Series, right?
Yeah.
Not Survivor Series.
I was honestly kind of.
Just want to clarify.
Wait, what? SummerSlam?
SummerSlam.
I was honestly surprised to see the contract signing be the opening. So, but I mean, that was okay. Like, I was okay with it. With today's show, just the flow of the show went good.
Yeah, from start to finish, 100%.
I thought, the whole the Miz and Maurice making fun of John Cena and doing the whole Total Bellas thing was kind of getting out of hand until they got serious. And and then Cena came out, single-handedly buried Maurice and the Miz by himself.
Again.
Like that guy went off.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he just let him have it for as much as it was worth.
Yeah. What's up, Reckless? It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. That promo. I mean, he called the Miz a pussy. Was it? What?
Yeah, they got away with a lot there. But in the interest of fairness, I mean, the fans have been calling for a more PG content or
more edgy.
like edgy content. So I mean, they wanted to get rid of the whole PG era for some of these things, and I think this is just what the fans needed to sort of distract them from the PG era. So I mean, if they're gonna do straight up good promos like that, let them embellish a little bit. I mean, if it's gonna get the ratings up and it's gonna get people excited for things to come, let them drop a few curse words. Let them drop a few remarks like that. I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, everything that they've done since the start of this has been absolutely outstanding. And yeah, I mean, you got to the point where it was like, all right, well, the Nikki Bella, she's not going to marry me angle is getting a little overplayed. But, they kind of wrapped it back up and, kind of put a bow on it. They shied away from that towards the end, got real serious. And, I earned a lot of respect for the Miz. I mean, I would say this whole year, no, I'm not even kidding, this whole year has been approving for him.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, as a fan of wrestling, I never cared for the Miz when he first started. Even when he had um, his little championship reign, and he was sort of the guy for a little bit. I was never interested in it, and the Miz, quite recently, has become one of my favorite heels in the company.
Mm-hmm. So Michael Andrews says that there should be a stipulation between John Cena, Nikki Bella's, and the mixed tag team match. Here's a stipulation. Stipulation should be if Cena and Nikki lose, John Cena is forced to marry Nikki Bella without a prenup. Yeah.
That's funny.
The more and more I hear about it, I'm starting to think that Cena's going to propose.
Yeah, they're making it seem like he's gonna propose.
Yeah. WrestleMania 33, not too PG that day. Yeah. But back to your PG comments. To be completely honest with you, I wouldn't mind. I think them being PG is fine. I don't really mind them being PG. The only issue I've ever had, well, I've never really had an issue with them being PG. There's some moments where it's like if they were to say this instead of like, the nice word, it would have been so much better. Yeah, that is true, but like, give me really good wrestling, and I'll be okay with it, right? So, I am completely okay. I would rather have every now and then have a promo like we did today, but only on good big pay-per-views. Obviously not for like Battleground. Like, do it for SummerSlam, do it for WrestleMania, because literally that promo alone made that match from like a 7 or 8 to like, here's my money, let me see this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they're merely making it worth your every penny for it. And you know what? I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good match. I honestly really hope that this does not go away after WrestleMania. I really hope that the Miz and John Cena sort of have a thing afterwards for a little bit. I wouldn't mind it at all.
Well, here's a scary thought. Cena alone has made the Miz and Maurice look really dumb by himself. If Cena and Nikki Bella win, how far of a setback does that give the Miz? That's the scary thing, because just as well as I do, there is a chance that could happen.
Yeah, but and I guess this is a little spoiler about what I might do for WrestleMania, but I honestly, I would say go for the upset. I would say give the Miz and Maurice the victory. Have them win by some dirty means. Have them really take the show away, because no one's going to expect it.
Well, if Cena,
I mean, last year had Zack Ryder. I mean, you might as well have the Miz.
If Cena is planning on proposing, you have to have Cena go out
Win.
on top.
Yeah,
you have to. If not,
yeah.
if not, and that's just some crazy rumor that it's one of those things that everybody wants to be true, that won't happen. Then okay, then yeah. Reckless said Paige didn't want PG on that one leak.
No, she did not.
She wanted X. She wanted
no.
X. Poor Paige.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors going around about like her state of mind in recent days since everything is
I know it's
leaked.
really, really going hard on her.
But I mean, on a more positive note, she's getting married to Alberto Del Rio like fairly soon. I don't know if it is sometimes this week. Is she supposedly getting married to him or what?
If I'm not mistaken, I read a week after WrestleMania.
Still, I mean, like that's big, for her. So I mean, maybe that's just the thing that she needs right now to sort of put this behind her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not her fault either. It's not her fault. It's just a bad break. I mean, it's gonna happen. She's a celebrity. Stuff like that happens to celebrities. People just get a little bit too overboard. You just got to bounce back and try to put it behind you.
You want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
I have a feeling that Carmella might win the women's championship.
You think so?
I think James Ellsworth is going to be the reason why. Because Ellsworth was the reason why they won today.
This is true. I'm still wondering if they're going to add anybody to the match at this point.
Well,
like
I'll tell you
Tamina.
this. Rumor is that if anybody is added, it's going to be Emma and Summer Rae. Those are the two that are rumored to be added. Which
I'm curious what they're going to do with Tamina, though.
Yes, we're going to stream NXT TakeOver. Is that even a question? The only question is if we're streaming Ring of Honor. Because I personally can't think of a okay, we'll give you some behind the scenes like stuff right here. My issue with Ring of Honor right now is it's not on Friday, so obviously we're gonna do next big thing. We're gonna do Keeping It Real Friday, and we're gonna do the Hall of Fame show Friday. Saturday's Takeover. At the same time that Takeover is happening, the Ring of Honor show is happening, so we won't be able to watch the Ring of Honor show live. So we have to find a time to do the Ring of Honor show. Now, let's not forget, this is the most important weekend of wrestling for WWE.
Right.
So we have to find time between WrestleMania, or NXT TakeOver, WrestleMania, the Monday Night Raw, the biggest Monday Night Raw of the year, the biggest Smackdown of the year, to do this. That's where the issue is as of right now.
I mean, unless we throw that in on next big thing, for that following week.
We could.
I mean, we instead of making it being next big thing, we could make it about the ROH show. I mean, that's just one idea.
Michael, I think Becky's has been given a lot of chances to evolve and to make a name for herself, but I think she doesn't help herself. I think her mic skills are very weak. I don't know what it is about her. I think she's a great wrestler, but I think her mic skills, in my opinion, are very weak. Now, and I'll let Andrew obviously answer this. Andrew, Michael says, I hope Becky wins. She honestly is the only one out of the 4 horsewomen who hasn't really evolved. And also, Bayley really hasn't evolved either. Bayley's kind of went downhill since NXT also. Bayley's went down, thinking about it, I'm growing more and more into a non-Bayley fan, and Bayley was my favorite out of the 4.
Yeah, but honestly, I feel like Bayley's sort of fall from grace in a sense is due to bad booking, as opposed to Becky Lynch. I'm not going to go out and say she's not talented. I'm not going to say that.
You can't say that.
She's very talented. She's a very good competitor. Problem is that I don't think she gets the reaction that they're looking for in a champion.
I think she tries too hard.
Yeah, definitely
tries
too hard. Yeah, there's a lot on her shoulders there. I mean, she's part of the big 4, so to speak. So, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, especially when you're the only one of the 4 on your brand. So, I don't know. There's just something about Becky Lynch that is appealing and entertaining, but when she was champion, it was just, I don't know. It's just like Dean Ambrose, for instance. It's like Dean Ambrose, everybody loves Dean Ambrose. Everyone loves Becky Lynch. They're both entertaining and talented as hell. Problem is that when they were champions, their championship reign was, I don't know, I guess the word for it's lackluster. You could help me out here. It's just,
It wasn't good.
It just wasn't what we wanted was. It wasn't a successful title run like Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, but Alexa is a great fucking heel.
Oh yeah.
It's just that simple. Alexa is the. I'm not gonna go off and say that she's better than Charlotte, because I don't think that she's better than Charlotte at this very moment. But I will say she's a big close number 2. Or not close number 2.
Yeah, especially for everything that she's overcome to get to this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see what people are doing with their opportunities. Alexa Bliss wasn't giving it an opportunity in NXT. Really, she was just, the sort of side chick, wasn't really given that chance to be in the spotlight with, superstars like, Becky Lynch, Bayley, or Charlotte. So, it's interesting to see what she would do off on her own on SmackDown, and how she would be able to carry her brand respectively. and kind of different, make herself different from the rest of the talent.
Right. I think I don't. As of now, I do think that the women do need a mix, and I do think that having Emma or Summer Rae come over would be a good idea. I think it would make WWE and Monday Night Raw look really bad if they were to do that, though, because I mean, for just every week but this week, they've been promoting Emma on Raw. I didn't see a Emma promotion this week, did I? Or am I just being dumb and like forgetting about it?
I don't think they aired a Emma promotion today either. I don't remember seeing one.
Yeah, so WrestleMania 40 should be in Canada. We need Eva. Speaking of Eva Marie, rumor has it she's about to get released from the company or her contract's not going to be renewed.
Yeah, I heard about that too, but it's just like I'm not sure, because
One.
I feel like they're maybe hiding her for something special. At the same time,
Yeah. But if Eva Marie does move on, it's not a bad move. I mean, her and WWE really haven't been getting along at all. I know even on Total Diva, she's been really fighting for TV time, and I thought that what she had, I'll be the one to say that I think Eva Marie could have easily have been the number one heel. She had the most. I think she had more heat than any heel that WWE had. I mean, Roman's not a heel. The only reason I said more heat than any heel is because even though Roman gets booed out of the building, he's technically not a heel. What's up, Juan? Yeah, the guy's here. So, if Eva Marie is gone, I don't think it's a loss because they've been fine without her. If Eva leaves, the balance of all four elements will be destroyed.
yeah, it's a shame because they had their opportunity with Eva Marie, and it sort of got stonewalled because of the suspension and then everything else with her movies.
Yeah. I know that she's unfollowed everything WWE and that she's also gotten rid of everything WWE in her Twitter and Instagram bio. So, obviously, they're not getting along. And plus, she's a beautiful woman, and she's already in, the pop culture. She's already a big timer with magazines. She's not going to have any trouble getting anywhere.
No, not at all.
And if she's a good actor, she'll find movies easily.
And that's what she said she wanted to do from the beginning. She wanted to be a wrestler, and she wanted to do the movies.
Yeah. Plus, her all red everything gimmick's gone. We've already talked about. I mean, other than talking more about the John Cena promo or anything like that, we also saw all the tag teams, just not the whatever they're called. They get buried. I don't even remember their name. The Ascension.
Yeah, they weren't there tonight.
We saw Mojo Rawley, Heath Slater, Rhino, American Alpha defeat Dolph Ziggler, Breezango, and the Usos, which Mojo Rawley got the pin. Something tells me that they're like secretly liking Mojo, and I can't stand Mojo.
I don't see what they're seeing in him, honestly.
I mean, his catchphrase, "He ain't hype! He ain't hype!" So good, so good, so good. What's up, Juan?
I'll be upset if he wins it. I really will.
Says, say goodbye, Eva Marie, and of course, Roman Reigns. We also saw Bray Wyatt defeat Luke Harper. What did you think of the Randy Orton and the Randy Orton promo that he gave? I really didn't get to see it again. As you know, Andrew, I've been dealing with crap all day long. So, what exactly happened, and what did you think?
They sort of kind of played the promo from last week with Bray Wyatt. Sort of really hinted towards the idea that he absorbed Sister Abigail, and Orton kind of brought like a cross in back to the compound he burned down, and he put a cross on Abigail's grave. It is apparently supposed to negate all the abilities that she has bestowed upon him. Mm-hmm. So, apparently it's a fair fight again. All of Bray Wyatt's superpowers are officially gone, apparently. And they try to play that right before at the end of the match, where they had Bray Wyatt sort of put Luke Harper in a trance right before he delivered Sister Abigail.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh, I'm superhuman. Like, I've got the power of Sister Abigail."
Right.
And it was like that. They were just trying to even the playing field to make it look less obvious that they really want Bray Wyatt to, walk away with the championship.
But speaking of Bray Wyatt and or not Bray Wyatt, but speaking of Luke Harper, what do you think of Luke Harper? He's got a new look, kind of still rocking the Bray, the Wyatt family type of character, but more of I see the true light now, and stuff like that. In my opinion, he's getting over with the crowd. I thought as soon as he broke away from the Wyatt family that he was getting over with the crowd. Do you think that WWE should maybe, think about pushing him or something?
I think
Giving
it's
him an
worth a shot.
opportunity, or giving him an opportunity is a better word. I wouldn't say push.
I'd say put him up against Baron Corbin. Probably next pay-per-view. See what he has to offer. It's really hard to tell because they tried this with Eric Rowan a few years ago, where they had him split off, where they had both of them split off, but Harper kind of stayed heel, and Rowan went face, and it didn't work for Rowan, as we know, because they decided to reform the Wyatt family, and now they're kind of doing the same thing again. Only Luke Harper is the guy who's face. So, I'm liking what he's doing. I'm liking how he's kind of adapting the look that he used to have. He's no longer going with that white shirt. He's going with the black shirt.
Well, that's like a white/yellow/gray shirt. Like, that's a shirt that's
Yeah.
washed.
Yeah. But I mean, we kind of got a clean black shirt. So it's like we're starting to see like the evolution of a new Luke Harper, at least a standout Luke Harper. So, if he's over with the fans and you want to see what he has, put him in a mid-card championship match. See how the crowd reacts to him.
I liked his all-black gimmick, and I'm assuming Reckless does too. He says Luke Harper looks pretty cool than before. Michael Andrews says the highlight of Monday Night Raw was Seth Rollins versus Triple H. The highlight of SmackDown was the Cena Miz promo.
Oh yeah, of course. There's no debating that for sure.
Yeah, I would also throw in there that all of SmackDown, excluding the women's match and excluding the tag team match, was the highlight. That's just me personally. I think we said this yesterday on our lackluster Monday Night Raw review that with Goldberg, the Goldberg and Lesnar promo just gets so old. Like you got Paul Heyman coming in there with a really hardcore good promo, turning around and it's just Philadelphia wants a fight, so we're gonna give them a fight. I can't bring them all to WrestleMania, so.
Yeah, but just to piggyback off of that, it's the same thing, and it has been the same thing since Survivor Series. See what I did there? I'm learning. So, what has been happening is Paul Heyman will come out, deliver an excellent promo about how Brock Lesnar is going to destroy Goldberg. And then Goldberg will come out and put Brock down in 30 seconds. If they do decide to hook up before the match, with the exception of Brock Lesnar F5ing Goldberg a few weeks ago, it normally ends up with Goldberg spearing Brock Lesnar once and him sort of just crying and crawling away in the corner. So it's just like it's the same stuff all over again. It's not like they're mixing things up. It's the same things for each of these pay-per-views. And, that's the problem. And it's not really going anywhere. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're trying to protect Goldberg and make sure that he actually makes it to WrestleMania.
So, Reckless said that Naomi's return sucked today. I will say this. Now, this is you might actually kind of get a little laugh out of this, but for people that are actually really hardcore Naomi fans, let's say, there's this little girl that really, really likes Naomi. Well, since she's injured, she's not going to WrestleMania. That little girl's not going to be really interested in watching WrestleMania. Now, I'm talking about a little girl that doesn't know what we know, doesn't get on the internet and look at all the news and see what's going on. I mean, like, she watches for the pure entertainment for the characters and doesn't know that Naomi, last she knows is Naomi's hurt. So if she's watching today, this little girl sees Naomi come back, that's potentially a WrestleMania pay-per-view sell, or a WWE network membership right there. Just because that little girl got to see Naomi, she's probably right now begging her parents to get WrestleMania and get the network. That's smart marketing. I mean, waiting until WrestleMania gives that wow factor, like, wow, she's back. But at the same time, it's a win-win. In my eyes, it's a win-win. But I do understand what you're saying. What do you think? What do you think of her return? And her destroying the whole SmackDown women's roster.
Yeah, I'm like, and not to be the party pooper, but I was never a big fan of Naomi.
Right.
I think this is probably her better gimmick out of the last few she's had. But it was good to see her back. It was good to see that she was inserted in. I don't. The only thing I don't like about it is that they keep adding people, week after week, and they're making it seem like it's only going to be 6 people at this point. That there's going to be no more surprises, because before they were saying every available woman on the roster, and all this week they have, even in Raw, have said it's going to be these people right here. Now it's officially a 6-pack challenge.
Right.
So, I mean, for me, as a wrestling fan, that's no longer saying, ooh, well, I can get a surprise now. Now that's saying, oh, we're going to have a 6-person elimination challenge, or 6-person, match for the title.
Well, to be completely honest with you, I kind of figured that Naomi was going to make an appearance.
So did I. I mean, whether or not she was going to appear at WrestleMania or right before, I knew she was going to come back. It was just a matter of, where they're going with this. Because obviously, if Naomi showed up, either today or on Sunday, it would have meant that she would have been a strong favorite to win.
Yeah.
Out of all the people, because obviously she's from Orlando, it would be the smart thing to kind of cater to the fans, especially if they decide to have a few heels walk away with the championship at WrestleMania. Will sort of balance the odds.
Like I said, I think I will say that my top 2 picks are Carmella and Naomi. Reckless says, but a lot of people are saying that Kelly returns on WrestleMania. I honestly don't believe that. Kelly is actually scheduled for WrestleMania Access, and she will be at the WWE Hall of Fame. So she could return. I don't know in which way. It's looking like a return. I don't know in which way she will return, if she does return. But if she does, I was never a really big fan of Kelly. When I thought of Kelly, I kind of thought of her as Trish Stratus's replacement. So, and more of like an attractive person. More.
They brought her in as a stripper.
But yeah.
I mean, essentially that's what she was in ECW, was a stripper, and then they finally decided to give her a push towards the end of her career.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Victoria is rumored to return, but I know Kelly is the big name as of now. That's rumored.
Oh, I would like it if Victoria came back. She was one of my favorites back in Attitude Era.
Don't bring back Maria. She is the sole reason I don't watch TNA anymore. She annoys the hell out of me. Well, Maria isn't.
I loved Maria.
Maria's not even at TNA anymore. Her and Mike Bennett are officially free agents. So, haha, joke's on you. Also, the Hardys kind of embarrassed the TNA Tag Team Championship belts that they still had today.
Oh, did they? What did they do?
Just dumped them in the lake and deleted them.
Uh-oh. Call back to the Monday Night Wars. We're about to have a huge conflict with TNA going on.
Well, TNA is trying to screw Matt and Jeff real hard of signing anywhere because they know that they're still technically free agents. So they're trying to get anything to do with broken Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. They're trying to get the copyright form for it. So, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Matt and Jeff went for a copyright claim of their own. And I'm pretty sure Matt Hardy's wife made a T-shirt saying "fuck that out."
Yeah, I mean, if they were smart, they would have been pushing towards that because it was their creation. It was mostly their creative control while they were doing it. So,
Absolutely.
more power to them if they can get it.
You know, I understand why Matt didn't file for copyright because essentially he wanted to stay in TNA forever, not forever, but he wanted to finish his career in TNA. He wanted to help build it. He still believes that there's talent there to make TNA great, but TNA said, "Yeah, sucks to suck." Mickey James should induct Beth Phoenix. Who is inducting Beth Phoenix?
Man, I remember they announced it.
Edge isn't, right?
It is an Edge now. I was surprised. I thought it would be Edge. I think it's Natalia, actually. I think
It is
Natalia is
Natalia.
inducting
It is.
her.
You're absolutely right. It is Natalia. I know Cena's doing Angle.
Who's doing
ABL and Ron Simmons are doing Teddy Long.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
What's his name? Oh, Jim Cornette's doing the Rock and Roll Express. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who's doing DDP? Eric Bischoff is doing DDP?
Yes, Eric Bischoff, that's correct.
I'm surprised Jake the Snake isn't. Because Jake the Snake's his mentor. The thing's kind of turned, recently since, he kind of revived Jake the Snake.
Yeah. DDP's really saved the lives of pretty much every Hall of Famer that's really gone through any really extensive life crises lately.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm kind of ready to watch the Hall of Fame, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I'm ready to watch it just for Kurt Angle,
Yeah, that's my big one.
just to see him come back.
I want to hear that. Well, I mean, they'll be able to hear it. I can't wait for. Hang on, everybody. Hang on to hear this. I turn it up a little bit loud because I got to get everybody ready. Oh, of course, it's not going to play because my stuff's going to be really hardcore and not want to work. Love my technology. Love it. Hurry up and load. Hurry up and load. There it is. This is what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
No, it's just that feeling that WrestleMania season is getting, it's getting that much closer, and from here on out, we've really got nothing but exciting, content, ahead of us. I mean, we got NXT, which is never really depressing. Then we got the Hall of Fame. Then we got, ROH and TakeOver, and finally WrestleMania.
Yeah. Apparently, Stephanie McMahon wants Cena to turn heel.
McMahon. I think everybody wants Cena to turn heel. Just for a little bit. Well, there you go. There's the pitch right there. John Cena turns heel, turns on Nikki Bella at WrestleMania. Refuses to marry her. Oh my god. That'd be funny as anything.
I was trying to quick peek a reason why apparently Kurt Angle's theme give me goosebumps. Yeah, dude. I was really wanting Kurt to have to return at the Rumble. Oh god, I was low key listening to the Kurt Angle theme everywhere. because I was so ready for it and it didn't happen. But I was trying to quickly read through a Eva Marie article and see why she. Apparently, there's an article I didn't really get to read it of why she's gonna leave WWE. Apparently, she wanted to be like The Rock and go have a career then leave. So, but I mean, is there anything else you really want to touch on before we go?
I mean, other than the idea that we should really be paying close attention to the news for any possible spoilers that might be happening this week. And, you guys should tune into our content this week. This could be a really busy week. I said so last week. We've got a lot of shows ahead of us. We got NXT with Next Big Thing. We have Keeping It Real. We have the Hall of Fame. Takeover Orlando, which is going to be outstanding. And, of course, WrestleMania, which is really shaping up to be an excellent pay-per-view, or at least it looks like it could be.
Oh, people would be pissed, Reckless, if that happened. Could you imagine this? Kurt Angle's music hits. Everybody goes fucking crazy, right? It's Jack Swagger.
Oh, my God.
I think Swagger wants to do his own thing, though. I think he's
Yeah.
so. But yeah, like Andrew said, a lot of things are going to be happening this week. With Next Big Thing, Keeping It Real, the Hall of Fame, Takeover, WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw. I mean, it's just getting started. Just getting started. So I think with that said, I think we're gonna leave on that note. So until Thursday, peace out.